Oh.
I'm just trying to find employment as a babysitter.
Babysitter.
Oh, Lord Almighty.
So what I missed? We're playing D&D or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. All right. So. We left off with the gang having just finished breakfast and deciding on what to do next. I'm pretty sure Dilly, Gwynny, and Felicia were kind of wanting to visit the gluttony tent or Locks first. Not sure what you guys decided on.
We were headed to Locks and then the gluttony tent.
Okay. Overall, the plan, as I understand it, between the group is that you're trying to find Bitsy a body either via murder or by making one yourselves through eating tree
We
fruit.
We killed Betty White.
You found the Betty White. Okay, so now Bitsy is Betty White in her 70s.
Bitsy White.
Bitsy White.
In her freshly murdered body.
Yep, and she's feeling good.
Oh yeah.
Dilly has a new button.
Figures.
Dilly has a new what now?
Button.
Yes, he does, and it's what was? Do we remember how bad she was? What did she do? Was she just?
She was a evil user of children. She was an evil foster mother, orphan.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yep.
Good reasoning.
Yeah, she was what you called a orphan stomper.
Yep.
For sure.
You were a little tipsy, so it was really
100%. And then, of course, Copy is setting up a fucking date night.
I just want to say, this campaign is the childrenest, stompingest fucking campaign ever.
I'm telling you.
We fucking hate kids, dude. All our kid shit's coming out, man.
Hey, and I just want to point out, we're the good guys.
Oh my god.
And it's just like, coincidentally, it resounds with like my childhood too. Like I spent time in foster homes and orphanages and everything. Like, what the fuck?
I just gave you the circus. You guys built that shit.
Hey, it's okay. We build our characters off of what we can relate to. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Anyway, okay.
To be fair, circuses have always had a reputation of being a little bit child traumatizing and/or child endangering.
That's where all the runaways go. What do you think? Where do you think carnies come from?
Yep.
Exactly.
We're all runaways.
Hey, little boy, you want some candy? You need to come down to my basement.
Okay.
In the summer.
Nope.
What are we saying about some popsicles?
No.
I want popsicles in the deep freeze.
I swear to God.
Oh, God damn it. We're voicing John Wayne Gacy here.
I mean, that's the case. I guess I'm just going to take it a step further. Oh, boy. I get to touch kids.
No. You are grounded.
You can come on down to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Go home.
That's Fantasia for sure.
That's terrifying. No.
Are we playing D&D, or are we just going to be disgusting?
I mean, we're going to play D&D and probably still be disgusting, but let's go D&D.
Let's be fair.
All right.
Let's be real here.
That's true.
So where specifically did you guys leave off in terms of location? Are you heading down towards the gluttony tent, towards Lock? Or...
I think we were all in my tent, and we had just completed.
Yeah, we were in Dilly's tent. We completed the transfer of Bitsy, and we had gone to the crew area and gotten some food, and we're headed for Locks.
There we go.
So I just want to say that Dilly kind of has the ability to create golems then?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, Joel showed you how.
Okay. I believe that Copy was somewhere else though,
Yeah, Copy,
orchestrating his
where are you
plan.
setting up the date? I hate this.
It's our world, girl. You just run it.
Look, just pretend like we're not even here.
Okay, that makes it so much worse. Shut up.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be in the forest. I'm thinking a nice stroll.
It's like she's never played with herself before.
Okay, you know what, dog?
Yeah.
Okay, so and in the forest, have you set like
You hungry for me?
set like a table with dinner up?
It's like it's like a gazebo, like a wooden gazebo. So you can see it's in front of a waterfall, and it's the pond below the waterfall is like nice crystal clear water, and they got some nice flowers along it. So it's a nice little spot to have a meal.
All right, and what is your plan to get them both there at the same time?
Well, if calling them there doesn't do any, because I know Gloria doesn't like me, but oh well. I'm going to call for her and Joel, and I'm not going to tell them what for, and then we're going to see how that works out. If not, I'm probably just going to use thaumaturgy to scream as loud as I can and see if it reaches them.
I told you to go see the table. Now go.
All right, so you're calling them, or are you using like message?
I will bring you the
Yes.
Alrighty.
Go. What?
I need you to come down to the forest floor, please.
And Joel, in his paper room, kind of like hears this and recognizes that it's your voice copy, but he's also like, why?
Why not? I need you to come down here.
For what reason?
It's a special reason. Come downstairs.
You're being incredibly vague.
Okay.
Ah, fuck. And because Joel can't do, like, not knowing something, he's gonna head to the forest.
Curiosity kills the cat.
I love that. You're being very vague. Okay.
God, I love it.
Meanwhile, what is your message to Gloria?
Miss Gloria, and then I'll just repeat what she said to me before. Stop talking. Well, I'm sorry. Miss Gloria, I need you to come down to the forest floor, please.
Who the fuck is this?
Stop talking. Just come down to the forest floor.
What the I'm on my way. And she is marching the fuck down.
Yes! It works. If they meet up in the elevator together, that's like that's the most perfect thing in the world.
All right.
No.
Fuck off. We're switching.
We're in the
Circus, the lion sleeps tonight.
I want to smash my head against a wall right now.
Do you though?
No, really, truly, yes.
All right, Dippy, so since it's like that, you could just imagine Copy doing a little shuffle while he's just singing that song. A little shuffle.
Your mama sleeps tonight.
And all of the voices at once, because he's talented like that.
Oh,
Yep.
It's just a cacophony of voices and song and fucking Lion King. Oh god, okay. Okay, back to Dilly's tent. And we're heading up to Locke. Locke he has his back to you. He's kind of tinkering around with items. doing his thing, fixing things, tweaking things, putting price tags that are a little bit higher than they should be on other things. You know, the usual.
So, what do you guys
Your feet down, Charlie.
think that maybe if Locke has, like, maybe a little bit of. Do you guys remember anything about this? Like, have you guys ever been in there?
We've been into Locke's many times. Locke is my friend.
In the gluttony tent, like, is.
Oh, no, I can't. Tilly, do you remember? I think we were in there once, but I don't remember what's in there.
I spend as little time as possible in any of these disgusting tents. But, well, roll history on that.
Yep. And
Can I give him help because I would technically not remember because of being too young?
you can give him help because memories are weird.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have the help action, Dilly, which means advantage.
Give me just a second.
Sorry, I was eating a pierogi and I had a mouthful of potato.
Yum!
Oh, yeah. Mouthful.
Yes, potato.
Yeah.
Potato.
Potatoes.
Potato.
Well, imagine them stick them in a stew.
Roast suckling potatoes.
Potatoes. Potatoes.
As Rincewind drools in the background. Potato.
Potatoes. Oil of match and stick them in a stew. Okay, I am doing what history at advantage?
Oh, Samwise Gamgee.
How about 22?
Oh, shit. All right. Dilly, you remember exactly why you guys don't have a firm grasp of what's in the gluttony tent or what it does, because when you guys were younger, still exploring the circus, probably about a year after you arrived, you went into the gluttony tent, saw an enormously large fat man covered in skin tags that seemed to be filled with liquid, and people were pulling them off of him and drinking from them, and you both got so squicked out that you immediately left.
Okay. See, Gilly has very good reasons to not partake in any of the tents.
Okay, so what you're saying is we're going to Locke's to see if he's got an extra puke bucket.
No, we're going to Locke's to see if he has any lost and found or left items from the early part of the circus when all of this started.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah, to see if we can get any kind of backstory or assistance or help with figuring out anything about Mr. A and Mr. H, and maybe trying to figure out what to do about Joel and Gloria.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Okay, I want to run down to my tent before we leave real quick, and retrieve an item.
All right.
Okay, and
Easy, Paula.
I go into my tent and I retrieve the fortune teller card from my deck.
Okay.
And I come back upstairs.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. All right, so yeah, you get your fortune teller card, and as you guys approach Locke's booth, there's no door to walk through. It's just kind of like a little mini flea market, and he's kind of still bustling around. He doesn't really notice you. The circus isn't open right now, so he's not really paying attention much.
You just have to know the message, right? Don't wait till your mama gets.
Locke,
Oh,
Oh, yes. Oh, hello, Gwynny.
How are you today?
Oh, as fine as can be expected, I suppose. How are you?
We're doing well. Have you met Felicia yet?
No. Who are you?
Okay.
And he squints at Felicia.
I'm Felicia. I'm from White City. I have some family that works here. It's nice to meet you.
Your family? Working here, but you're from out there.
Yeah. My grandma works here.
She's Gloria's granddaughter.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Well. And I thought the drama was already thick. All right, don't need any details. How can I help?
We were wondering. Tilly and I were wondering. How far back do you keep stuff? Do you have stuff from the beginning of the circus?
I'm sure some of these things around here are probably from the beginning, from the first few customers who lost something.
Do you know what? I mean, you know all about your things. You are so skilled at keeping track of things. You know where things were found and when they were found. You sometimes even know who left them. I'm always amazed at how well you are skilled at cataloging your wares. Do you happen to know which of these items might be from the earliest times?
Roll persuasion. He is suspicious of your flattery.
All right. Hold on one second. Let me get my character sheet open because my tablet is charging and I had it turned off until I needed to use it. So 1 second here.
All right.
Okay.
Starling. 1 second here. I'm getting it open here. And I'm going to go ahead and ask somebody to roll this for me because I don't have dice rolling capable right at the moment.
Very nice.
Righty.
Hands.
I can roll for you.
Okay. Hold on 1 second
There you
here.
go. Yep.
Oh yeah, Steven's going to roll the dice for me. Go get a tray.
Yeah, hold on.
You gotta blow on the dice first, make it lucky.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Was it?
D&D Beyond is being very slow.
Yeah, it's being weird today, I noticed.
Yeah. So my apologies on that, but
Not to worry.
loading, la da da. Let's see here. Gwynny.
Winnie?
Yeah. There we go. Gwynny Cairngorm, level 6, by the way, copycat. Definitively level 6.
D20?
Yeah, D20 plus, and I'll tell you what. He's blowing on the dice for you guys.
Lucky dice. And you know what, Dilly? Actually, if you could also go ahead and roll me perception, because you're
Yeah.
standing next to her, right?
First one?
Oh, I'm there.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll me perception.
I'll get one. Yeah, no, that would be a total of 6.
Oh.
Don't have to roll.
Oh, Dilly's rolling perception.
Okay.
21.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm not so lucky.
unlucky hands, unfortunately. You gotta blow harder next time, Stephen.
What'd you say?
That's what she said.
What did you say?
Nothing. Okay, so yes, Gwynny. Unfortunately, Locke is, he's kind of squinting at you. His eyes are narrowed, and eventually, he kind of just gives his beak a solid no shake. He says, "I don't think I have a box of things from the beginning, love. Sorry about that.
Well, Locke, are you very certain about that? I have something I can give you in trade.
What kind of thing?
Well, it is very precious to me. It has deep meaning. You might say it almost represents me, and it will cost me a great deal to give it to you, but I will if I have to. If you won't help us any other way.
And he ponders this. Meanwhile, Dilly, with your roll of, you said 21?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. As Locke says, no, he doesn't have a box of anything containing, stuff from the beginning of the circus. You see him very obviously step in front of a box and hide it from view.
Now, Locke.
Yes?
Locke's a bird, right?
Yep, he's a big magpie. He's like a 5-foot-tall magpie.
Now, you know I don't appreciate liars.
No, Dilly, I assume you don't.
I don't. What are you hiding? And I'm going to roll intimidation.
Okay, go ahead.
For 17.
Hold on one second. Yeah, okay. Locke kind of shrinks under your gaze a little bit, and he almost sheepishly steps, to the side, and you can see the box. And there's not a lot in it. It's just some bits and bobs, but very clearly the box is labeled opening night.
I'm taking this. And I'm just going to take the box.
You have to pay for that.
I am, and I'm going to lean over him, taking this.
All right.
And I may return it.
I wish you would.
I might.
Or to pay for it.
Here, Locke, I will give you something to keep in the as a pawn for it, so that you may be sure we will return it.
I'm tired of this.
I will hand him my fortune teller card.
He's breathing. That's payment enough.
Dilly?
Locke will take the card and kind of clutch it, but he's also, his eyes are darting a little and making sure no one else is around. And he says, even if you don't return it, I'll give the card back. And he'll hand the card back, hold it back out to Gwynny. Just don't let Joel or Gloria find you with it, please. Any of it.
Oh,
yes,
okay. All right. We'll be careful.
How about you tell us more of Joel and Gloria?
What about them?
Everything you know.
Well, I feel everything I know is pretty much what everyone else knows.
Is it so? Have you been here since the beginning?
Aye.
How many others have been here since the beginning?
A handful.
Aye. What are some things you're not supposed to be telling me? Let's talk with that.
Well, if I can't tell you, then I really shouldn't talk about them. So there are things
so you're
I can't
admitting,
tell you. The things I can't tell you are the things I can't tell you. Let's put it that way.
So there are things you can't tell me.
Of course, Dilly.
Yes, let's start there.
There.
That's the things you can't mention.
All right. It's going to be a long moment of silence, boy.
Locke?
Yes, Gwynny, darling.
Do you know what Joel and Gwynny and Gloria have in mind for us? Dilly and me.
Well, they don't really have much in mind for anything aside from trying to win.
Oh, Dee, get down.
Do you know what we are to them?
Get down.
From what I understand...
Yeah, I know, Nathaniel.
Joel's children, the heirs to the game, and an annoyance to Gloria.
Yes, the heirs to the game. Do you know what that means?
Well, whenever the game ends, you're expected to play the next round.
Yes, it's a death sentence, isn't it?
Well, for one of you.
So, we are not Joel's children. We were bought.
Oh, Gwynny, it's a lot more complicated than that. You're looking at it very black and white. Which I suppose is fair, I am a magpie. But at least I can see grey.
We were bought. We were used.
Aye.
We were groomed.
No. You were raised.
Oh, yes.
You were raised,
No, we were
Gwynny.
groomed. We were groomed for specific jobs. And we were groomed for specific abilities to be pawns in this game that we never had a choice in.
Who said you didn't have a choice?
We've never had a choice in this game.
You could have always left the circus.
As children,
You're adults now, aren't you?
barely.
Oh, please, I was kicked out of a nest before I could really fly.
Locke, what consists of a childhood for a bird is different than a childhood for a dwarf. I am 20. Dwarves are considered adults at 50.
You have a full-grown beard. How are you not an adult?
Be that as it may, it is a different thing. Species are different.
And then you kind of see Locke, like, his brain is kind of rewinding what you just said. And he goes, wait, you're 20?
I'm 20.
No, that can't be right.
Yes, Locke, I'm 20.
Wow. It lasted longer than I thought it did. Honestly,
What?
you guys should be happy that you've managed to have an entire childhood here.
What lasted longer than you thought it did?
This round of the game.
How many rounds have you been present for?
Oh, it's not that I've been present for many of them, or any of them, just this one, really. But the rules are quite clear.
Why don't you tell us the rules? We've never been very clear on that. Those were not revealed to us.
And that is one of the wonderful things Dilly mentioned that I really can't talk about.
Well, how is it that you know the rules when you are not a contestant, and yet we who are contestants don't?
I'm part of the, let's call it the management team.
I see. So you're
Really?
you're involved in all of this. You're partially responsible for all of this. How is it that you were responsible? What did you do? Did you go and find us?
Gwynny, you're getting a little bit angry. Dial it
A
back.
little bit?
Dial it back. Would you like to have a conversation? Or would you like to yell at me?
We're having a conversation, Locke. You're not being very forthcoming.
I was about to be, and then you started yelling.
I'm not yelling.
You're getting red.
I have red hair. It is part of my nature, just as you are black and white. So please, be black and white.
I didn't do anything. I happened to simply have a talent that was required and needed for the circus, and I was recruited. I did not know exactly what was going on until it was already too late to back out.
First, don't do. So you were recruited by whom?
Well, not by Joel or Gloria, if that's what you're wondering.
Were you recruited by Mr. A or Mr. H?
Oh, okay. We're that far along. All right. Yes, both.
I see. So they both consider you to be a worthwhile a pawn, as it were.
I suppose so.
he
And
like?
You know what
now
happens
he's
to
looking.
pawns, don't you?
He's looking nervous, and he's kind of like, you can see his feathers starting to like ruffle and fluff up a little bit, and his feet are kind of like shuffling.
You know what happens to pawns, don't you?
I am starting to get an idea. Yes,
They die first.
Dilly. Now listen. I didn't know that children were going to be involved.
Inside
So
check.
what did you do when you found out they were?
I can't leave, Gwynny. None of us can. You can. You and Dilly and whoever the fuck this person is. And he gestures his wing at Felicia.
Is he lying about anything? 25 on insight.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
insight check.
he's fully telling you the truth. As far as he understands it, this is truth.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Felicia. We just met.
I forgot your name. Sorry, I don't care about you. No offense.
It's okay. Just a quick question. Do you have anything or, maybe some sort of bane for Mr. A and Mr. H?
Some sort of what?
A bane. Something to help us kill them.
Kill them? And
Yeah,
this, he actually laughs really loudly, but it's like one of those laughs that like you think they might start crying.
Oh, hysterical laugh.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And he says, no, darling. Oh God. How do I put this? You either leave, or you watch one of your friends die next round. There is no in between here.
How long do the rounds last?
Well, like I said, feels like it's only been a few years. But 20.
How many rounds do you expect to live?
This is just the one round. I don't know. I'm not a construct. I'm employed.
You know, Locke, I've never particularly liked you.
You know, Dilly, I find you rather predatory. Cat talking to bird.
You. I liked you. I have given you many things in the past. I have been kind to you.
Have I not been kind to either of ye?
Have
You've
you?
been actually rather a dick my entire life.
Dilly, you've never bought anything from me. You come in and you've threatened me over and over countless times. I've given you so much free shit.
And you paid what for it? From the lost and found?
I mean, it's lost.
Right, and I found it. And gave it a new home. You should be ecstatic.
I have a question for you, Locke.
Yes, and he's very eager to talk to somebody other than Dilly right now.
You tell us that you cannot leave and that we can.
Aye.
Why can't you leave? What happens to you if you leave?
I've been here so long, love. I don't know what would happen.
So it's not that you can't leave, it's that you don't want to leave because you don't want to find out what will happen.
Oh, no, I know. And Locke kind of grumbles and, like, ushers them with his wings, like, away from the front of his booth and kind of around to the side of it. And he says, no, I already know. We all already know what's going to happen if we leave. Someone already...
What is it?
You go mad. Absolutely bonkers. You don't know your name, you don't know where you're from, you don't... Oh, you don't know how to wipe your ass.
What do you suppose is going to happen to all of you when Joel or Gloria wins? Especially if I win. Or Gloria.
Well, I suppose that's the fortunate part of it. Unlike the marionettes and the others who have come after the opening day, the management team is not employed by Joel or Gloria. We're protected as long as we're willing to be part of the game.
2 questions. One, who has lost before that went mad and lost their memory?
Oh, no one lost. It was one of our management members. She started with us and, well, she was our costume designer. She was lovely at it, really. But she started missing home and decided to leave against much protest. Suffice it to say, she never made it home.
So, at the end of all this, do you get set free?
Oh, no. I have choices, but none of them involve leaving.
Really?
By conventional means.
So if Gloria wins, you'll still be a slave.
I'll be moving on to the next round of the game, yes. Probably working with you and Gwynny.
You said you had 2 questions, Felicia. Go ahead. What was your other question?
I was going to offer him a job if he did want to leave.
I would.
At the tea shop.
I think you are far kinder than he deserves.
Oh, Gwynny, really?
Locke, you have known for a very long time what was hanging over our heads. I have treated you as a companion, as a boon friend, as somebody I searched special items out for time and time again, and you never said a word.
I never could. I am sorry. But
You can now, so why would you not then?
Well, like I said, surprising that you're 20. I didn't think you'd been here that long, honestly.
So it was consideration for my age that kept you silent?
No, it was more a time constraint set in the game. I just didn't notice the alarm.
I see.
That's my bad. I am sorry for that.
So the game was triggered to advance when I came of age.
When you both did, yeah, aye.
Tilly has been of age a considerable amount of time.
And his game started a considerable amount of time before yours did.
How long have you been playing?
At least 20 years. And he, you can tell on his face, that information is the first timestamp that he has to, hold on to as to how long he's actually been in this circus. At least 20 years.
So you arrived the same time we did.
Oh, no. Like I said, management team, day 1 was here, opening day. We just stopped keeping track of time.
Oh.
What can you tell us about Mr. A and Mr. H?
Well, they're fair employers. I get paid regularly. That's about it. That's all I know. They're strict. They're quiet. Mr. A is a little bit more willing to show up for meetings if you request him. Mr. H is most likely to burn your tent down if you request a meeting.
One more question from me then. How valuable are you to them?
Dilly, that's a dangerous question to be asking, and I understand why you're asking it, but just asking it out loud.
Should I say it louder?
No, I would
prefer...
No.
I don't care anymore.
Dilly, I'm valuable enough.
I think we should take him, Gwynny.
Find a replacement for you.
Before you kill him...
I don't want to kill him. But we could keep our little wizard friend company. Maybe check on him.
That is a point. Locke, do you know of a wizard that came around with a case?
Oh?
Help me out, guys. I don't have my notes. What's his name?
It's there, but I can't think of it. I have
Hold
to
on,
look, and I'm not the computer.
Sir Peter Ballington.
Yeah, Peter
Yeah.
Ball Sackington.
Pecker bald head.
What do you know of Peter Ballington?
He works with Gloria. He's a broker of some sort. I don't know.
He's retired now.
Yes. We retired him.
You killed a child.
We didn't kill him, and he wasn't a child.
You didn't kill him. He wasn't a child, but he's retired. How?
You know the case that he carries?
He might be dead. But to be sure.
You know what he used that case for?
I mean, I always assumed that's where he kept his wares.
You know what his wares were?
Plants, animals, the like.
People.
I'm sorry, what?
He was a slaver.
Mm.
Hello,
Well, yeah, that unfortunately tracks with Gloria, alright. I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed.
He was a procurer.
He was a child, though.
He was not a child. He had a child's body, but a man's mind.
He kidnapped our friend.
Oh.
He
Well, she
procured
wasn't our friend when. Real quick question. How do we survive the gluttony tent if we go in?
Survive? What are you talking about, survive? It's not
Oh.
dangerous.
We don't want to. What did you say? Drink from this guy's like pimples.
Oh, so you're saying how do you experience the gluttony tent without being really grossed out?
Well, Joel had told us we have to go there.
Oh, sure he did. Yeah, it's a good tent. And I can actually understand why he told you that. Oh. Here, and Locke will turn around and kind of go back into his booth and rustle around a bit, and then he comes back with 4 earthenware cups, and they look very simple, and he hands them to Felicia and says, I would suggest, whichever tag you choose, pour it into that first. It gets the grit out.
Y'all. Shit. I'm gonna hand each one of these guys a cup, and then I'm gonna put the extra cup, which I'm going to assume will be for copy when he gets done.
Yeah, the extra one is for copy.
I'm gonna clip it on my belt.
And I'm going to go back to asking him about what he knows about Sir Peter Ballington.
I've told you, I thought he was a child who happened to have a very good business enterprise at a young age. I admired him. I thought he was a buck. Good kid. He was very polite.
Well, you understand that his case was more than just a case, right?
Understood now. Well, I assumed it was at least a bag of holding looking like a fucking briefcase. A child wearing a suit and carrying a briefcase, though, really.
So yeah, his bag of holding it. You say I'll call it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I bag of holding. Dilly, talk at me one at a time. I don't have actual ears. They're holes in my head, and everything sounds loud.
Right. How long have you known of this Peter?
Well.
How long did you expect him to look like a child?
Well, I mean, he's been visiting since
Many
shortly
years.
after you and Gwynny arrived, and well, I mean,
So you
Gwynny hasn't
expect him-
really changed much, and neither did he, and I didn't.
I question your intelligence, sir.
I'm a fucking bird.
Winnie?
Well, I was just going to remind him that this bag of holding was used to transport people unwillingly, including yourself and myself, and that now it's being used to hold Sir Peter Bollington.
Oh, he's in there. He's in it now.
Yes, you're going to join him.
I'm sorry, what?
You're going to join him.
Oh, and okay, all of you. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna describe what he's doing in this moment. The second you tell him he's going in there, his eyes close, and it is very clear that he is sending message.
I want to interrupt him.
Roll Dex. Because he's across the counter. You're going to have to tackle this motherfucker.
Acrobatics or Dex?
I'm going to say Dex, because he's standing still. He's not going to try to, dodge you. It's just, how efficient are you at, tackling him over a counter?
My straight Dex score doesn't give me much, but 9.
Okay, so you try to jump over the counter, and you kind of catch your knee on it. But even though you catch your knee, you still hit him and bump him. And you do manage to interrupt the message, but he still managed to send some of it.
What did you send?
And he shakes his head very resolutely. And
That's fine.
And folds his wings up and just is kind of take me to jail.
We're just going to take you out of the game for now.
Dilly, I promise you're going to regret this. Gwynny, you should probably try talking him out of it.
Maybe you should talk me out of it.
What would I regret? What? They're going to come and get me? I'm already here. I've already tried to burn down the circus.
I've told all of ye to the limit of what I can share.
All right, Bob.
Have you?
It's fine. We'll leave you for now.
Gwynny, listen to me. There is a third phase. You're on the second one. I cannot speak further. Understood?
For what? Then you're in trouble?
Physically cannot, Dilly.
Physically cannot. But you're bonded by a spell?
With that understanding dawns, and I turn to Dilly and I say, he's under a compulsion.
Would that only follow him to death? Because, if y'all want to, we can kill him and release the spell and then maybe bring him back.
That is an option. We could, turn him into a golem. And he would answer our questions then.
I wouldn't suggest, no. Not because I don't want to die, simply because I don't want you two, or you random person, to die.
Locke.
Do you understand now, Locke, how desperate we are?
What is your position in this game, Locke?
Management, Dilly.
Do you manage, Locke?
Items.
What items? This is getting tedious, Gwynny.
I catalog items, and I find the magical ones, and I send them up the chain.
What magical items do you got that might be able to help us in this stage?
What's she into over there?
I'm sure that since you said that you know this to be the third phase, that you've been through these phases before, and that would mean that you know which item we should be having right now.
Just give it here.
Oh, girl.
No.
You said you're Gloria's granddaughter, eh?
Yeah, I was supposed to be part of this, but because I was family, I had diplomatic immunity.
That would be, yep. She picks favorites, that's for sure. Anyway.
Leave. Oh, move.
All right.
I don't see it.
And Locke is struggling to word this in a way that
you right now can't reach it.
Kind of loopholes his vow of silence during the second phase. If you look in the box that I asked you not to take, spoon.
Spoon. That's one of the things from the books. Do you remember the books? Spoon.
I'm gonna look at Gwynny and just turn green. And are you sure that like maybe we need to use? And then I'm just gonna kind of turn around and hold on to the desk as I'm like trying not to throw up.
Okay, I'm going to mute you guys because I have to use the restroom, but I'm going to listen into what you say.
Damn it. No, don't.
So, Locke,
Aye.
what is your play in this? Why are you helping us?
I didn't sign up to watch children get put into the position that you're being put into.
All right.
Everyone, when I came in, were consenting adults. Even though we might not have fully understood what was happening, we still signed on. You didn't.
Yeah.
How do you want to see this play out then? If you had your choice.
I am not allowed a choice.
That doesn't mean you don't dream of one.
Not so much a choice, but maybe a preferred outcome.
Right.
Oh, in that case, preferably, the circus closes after a grand fanfare finale, big opening, closing night sort of thing, and then we all go the fuck home.
Where are you from?
That is a dream. Where am I from?
Yeah.
Why does it matter?
Tell us about your. Well, you said that if people leave here after they get homesick, that they kind of go crazy. So, if you go crazy, then we'll be able to like go tell your family or any loved ones that you got left that you had a great time and that that you miss them, and maybe we could have a funeral for you, if you like die or something.
Locke kind of like gives a little birdie clack of his beak, and there's a chuckle somewhere in there, but it sounds weird because he doesn't like have a throat that he can swallow with, so he's just like bark, 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 bark. But it's a laugh, you can tell. And he says, "Oh, let's see here and try to do the math. If Gwynny and Dilly, well, if Gwynny's 20, that means they've been here at least 14, 15, 16 years.
18.
18 years, he clarifies,
And Gloria's been
ignoring
here for
the
40.
weird yell from the bathroom.
Yeah, no, I'm out of the bathroom now. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
We're so strange.
Are you pooping? Anyway, okay.
Yeah. Ollie, are you pooping?
You pooping? Yeah, no, that's how I feel like my ferrets are now, because Alex actually like fixed the bathroom door so it closes all the way, so we can use the bathroom when they're out, and actually like door latches. And now that they can't push the door open, you just hear them like scratching outside, and their scratches are literally like fucking SOS messages of like, you pooping, why can't we watch?
Yeah, exactly. And their noses peek under the door.
Oh, it's terrible. It's so invasive. Like, I hate pooping in public, and now I feel like I poop in public in my own home.
Yep.
Those are your
Anyway,
kids.
sorry. Away from butt stuff, guys. Okay.
Someone's ranting butt stuff.
No!
We're on brand. We're on brand.
Oh my goodness. Okay. What was the question to Locke that I was answering?
Well, Gloria's been here some 40 years because I'm 45, and she she's been gone for almost as long as I've been around. So, you was telling us where you was from.
I don't remember exactly where I'm from. I do remember at least reading or hearing somewhere that if I make it out of here, the lifespan of my kind isn't doing us any favors. No one's waiting out there for me, which is why I signed.
I have a question for you, Locke.
Yes.
You said they pay you well.
I?
You can't leave the circus.
No.
What do you spend your money on?
I don't believe I specified a currency.
I see. So what do they pay you?
That is personal.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure, Mr. Locke, that their lives are kind of personal too. And at this point, since that contract of personality has kind of been like fucked, that there ain't nothing personal no more.
I've shared everything of their personal shit I can in terms of my conditions. I'm under no obligation to share my personal effects or desires or payments with any of you. It has no bearing on the circus, so leave it.
It might if it's nefarious payment.
It's not nefarious.
It's your lucky day, Locke. I don't plan on putting you in the case today. Just stay out of our way.
And just so you know, Miss Gwenny's leaving tomorrow, so you might as well say your goodbyes now.
And he kind of looks a little surprised, both at the fact that he's not going into the briefcase and also at the hearing that Gwenny's leaving tomorrow. And he kind of blinks and shakes his head and says, "No. If you're leaving, you need to do it today. It's the deadline."
Why is that?
Deadline, love.
What deadline, Locke?
The alarm. You can't leave after tomorrow. You can't leave tomorrow.
Why can't I?
I don't know how to word it for you, except for the fact that you've been junior varsity and now you're on the main team, starting tomorrow morning.
Well, that's weird. Mr. Locke gave us more information than anybody else has yet.
Conveniently, tomorrow's the last day, too. You could have started this out with that, Locke.
You were asking the questions, I was just answering.
All this is freely given. I'm more interested in what you can't tell us. Or what you can't tell us and are capable of telling us anyway.
Mr. Kitty, why don't you just, reach out and touch him?
It doesn't work that way, dear. I truly believe that Locke is not a bad person.
Aye, that's appreciated.
But, maybe to be certain, and I'll just hold my hand up and see if you'll take it.
Okay.
I don't know if Locke knows what I'm able to do.
Locke has no idea what you're able to do, and he's a little bit confused. He looks very visibly confused. Like, we're in the middle of a conversation and you want to shake my hand?
Yes.
And he kind of nods and reaches a wing out, and there's that little weird claw thing at the end.
I'll take it in like 2 fingers.
All right. Roll.
15.
Did you say 15 or 16?
16. I might as well try to get in the right channel too. That could help.
I'm like hearing the noises, and I'm like, where the fuck? Aha! There it is. All right. So with the 16, you get the clear sense that everything Locke has told you guys since you approached him, while cagey and vague at some points, has been nothing but the truth.
And I don't get the feeling he's evil or bad.
No, when he says that he was part of the original recruited management team, he really is telling you, like, he thought he was buying into some kind of business endeavor, essentially. And he knew that the contract was going to last a long time. And you get the sense that his payment has been elongated life because his species does not live very long. Are you looking for anything else? Because I'll give you one more thing.
Well, shit. You think? His arrangement with Mr. A and Hector. What is it?
So you already get the notion that, like, his immortality is his payment, and that's why he's kind of devoted to continuing and staying on staff even after this quote unquote round of the game.
It's very okay.
But aside from that, you also sense that he has a very deeply profound mixture of fear and respect for both Mr. A and Mr. H. Like, he, not on an intellectual level maybe, but like on a deep, innate level, he understands how powerful they are.
I understand. Okay. With that, I'll let his hand go.
And
does he realize what I've done to him?
Oh yeah, he's like jerking his hand back and like fluffing his feathers, and he looks like a bird who just got out of a bird bath, and he's super floofy and angry about it. And he's like, "What the fuck, Dilly?"
Yes. Now I know it's what's most valuable to you. You're not bad, but you're very selfish. Perhaps you should go in the bag.
No right, Dilly.
No. What are you going to do about it, Locke?
Get out of my shop, the lot of you. Out, now, out. And he's visibly furious.
I have one more question for you, Locke.
Ask it and then leave, girl.
Do those who are bought and sold ever have rights?
He doesn't answer her. He's like just staring at her, and he's still like gesturing them, get the fuck out.
Locke, one day you will not want to be paid anymore. Do come by and let me know.
Oh, Dilly, yes, I'd love to be one of your fucking buttons.
Oh,
Get
no.
out.
You're not that kind, but I will do you the service.
Out!
Goodbye.
I'm gonna follow them out, but as I leave, turn around. Mr. Locke, I'm really sorry that you're gonna live forever. It's got to be really lonely, and you must miss everybody in your family. I don't know, maybe, well, if you do want to leave the circus and you want to spend your last couple of years, you can definitely come to my tea shop in White City, and you could have a job. All of the books and trinkets that you can think of, we kind of run a gray market knick-knack shop, hard to find stuff. You have a good one, and I'm gonna kind of walk off with them.
Locke stares after her for a very long minute until she kind of disappears like around the corner. And then he breaks something. Small and priceless and not worth any money, but he breaks it. He's feeling some shit.
Hey, y'all. Mr. Quinny, what else do you think's in there other than them spoons to eat that nasty man's boil water?
In this box.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Gwenny is just kind of lost at the moment. Once again, Gwenny is lost.
I'm gonna put my hand on her, and I'm sorry, Miss Gwenny. I ain't got no magic for the moment, but you know what? I'm gonna just cast fucking what is it? Beast sense on her. Just she gets to, for the next hour, she can talk to animals. A specific. Oh, yours.
Oh wait.
Just in case that guy is a little bit more beastly than human. Well, we gotta drink his boils. That's gross. I mean, I heard of hags doing it.
I look at her and I say, thank you. And then I call, Naputa.
The flying monkey gracefully swirls down in a spiral from the sky. He looks like a ballerina in air, and with wings, and also a monkey. And he lands kind of heavily, though, on Gwenny's back, like kind of like a backpack.
Tilly,
Yes.
for the next hour, I can talk to him. Do you want him to do anything for us?
I mean, I don't know. What can he do?
Well, he's very good at looking around and seeing things and not being seen.
And Deputa like mimes like the looking over the horizon with his hand over his eyebrows, and then he does like a sunset, and then he looks again, and then he pretends to sneak across Gwenny's shoulders and hides behind her head, and then he pops out and gives a thumbs up.
Hey, Gwenny, I can, make you float. You might be, if you wanted to, you'd be able to see and hear through his eyes. And basically, you could be sharing his brain with him, and I can, like, pull you along in the air with, like, kind of like you're in, like, a wheelbarrow or something. And maybe you can go sneak in and see what either's going on with Mr. H and Mr. A if they're here in the circus, or maybe even Gloria and Joel.
Well, I think Gloria and Joel are going to be occupied with Copycat. He said something about organizing some sort of a meetup or a get-together for them. But I really think that looking in on Mr. A or Mr. H would be a really good thing. Do we know where they might be?
Just do more video, buddy.
Go ahead and roll me a history check, because you did scry on Mr. H.
I did. Hold on one second here. Here, Stephen, blow it on the dice.
No, Steven, you have to blow really hard this time. Your last blow was weak.
Shit.
No.
No.
Find it?
No, it's not. It bounced off your foot and went this way.
All right, we lost a dice. Hold on one second.
Oh, God.
There's another. There's Nathan another
APB.
D20 in the bag. We need it.
I got it. It landed points up. Hold on.
Talked.
Ah!
But we rolled a 9. 5 for a total of 9.
9? Okay. So with a 9, you vaguely, like, you can recall the actual scrying, obviously, because that's part of it, but as you're reaching back, you're trying to remember, like, the background. Like, what room was he in? What did his background look like? And you realize that he was over a desk, and the room looked oddly similar to Gloria's parlor. You're not sure, but just the woodwork and the bookshelf. Maybe the books aren't the same, but something about it seems really similar to what you remember Gloria's part of her tree looks like.
And this is Mr. H, right?
Yes. Hector. His name is Hector. You guys don't know that, but his name is Hector.
Okay, so I tell the rest of the party that I think that he might be either in Gloria's part of the tree or adjacent to it. And I'm very determined and fully believe what I'm saying because a 9.
Yup.
Well, do you want to join your familiar in that? Because if so, like I said, I can just whip up a spell real quick, and we could take care of your body until like Mr. Kitty goes ahead and yells at you.
How about I join him for long enough to see if he can actually find Mr. Hector, and if he does find him, I stay with him long enough to see anything that can be seen. And if he doesn't find him, I kind of leave him watching the area to see if he appears.
Okay, well, I guess lay down somewhere, and I'll go ahead and whip up my disc while Mr. Kitty goes through this box. We know that we need the spoon, but maybe there's other pieces of this puzzle or game that y'all are heading into the next round with.
All right, then I will go ahead and send the Puta out as a find familiar companion spell, looking through his eyes and hearing through his ears.
All right, and while Deputa begins his search, we will go back to the forest. And the tree, the elevator door is open, glowing, beautiful, and Joel kind of like he's not storming in, but he's almost concerned. He's like, okay, I remember when Gwynny and Dilly were like really young, and they would do something bad, and something would be on fire, and they would message me, but they wouldn't give me details.
Yeah, I need you. But
I need you. I need you. Why do
you?
Why do you need me? It's important. Just come quick. So Joel is like walking into the forest with the mindset that something is probably on fire. And he's like, copy, copy. And almost as he's still saying that, the elevator doors like brighten up really quickly again. And Gloria just storms out, and she's right behind him, and she's like, "You motherfucker!" Copy, take it away, you son of a bitch.
Ready. I'm just gonna come. I'm gonna peek out from behind one of the trees, and then I'm gonna mimic Joel. I'm gonna be like, "What? What are you talking about? I love you, baby. I love you."
Okay. Okay.
No, baby.
I need a minute.
For a shot.
You get your first God damn it copy.
That's what you call excellent.
All right. Yeah, at the sound of Joel's voice saying that very, very fucking out of character sentence, Gloria kind of stops following him and just like looks around. And Joel also stops because he didn't say that, and it sounded like him, but he pretty sure his mouth didn't just move. Copy.
I'm just gonna sneak up behind them and be like, "Yes, can I help you?"
Jesus fuck. And Gloria like streaks and turns around and just kind of like takes several steps away from Copy.
You're not gonna be like that.
No. You don't call someone and tell them to shut the fuck up and stop talking and then hang up and what is this?
That wasn't me. I just smile at her. I'm just gonna be like, I only wanted you and Joel to come down here because I think you guys need to have a little sit down and talk. You know, something to take your mind off of the war and the hate, especially you, Miss. You're really mean for some odd reason. It doesn't really matter though, but yeah, you have some serious problems. Joel has been very nice, but yeah, when I see you two together, it's almost like hot lava and then a tundra of ice.
Copy. I appreciate the endeavor. I truly, truly do. It's very, cute, I suppose. Cute? Is that that's not the word I want to use, but that's the word I'm using. You're very cute. Please stop, and I would like to leave now.
No. At least come taste the food. Come on now. You're gonna pass up on some free grub? I swear it tastes real good. I cook a mean mac and meat.
I cook a mean kobold. Let me the fuck out of your stupid forest.
Well, you'll have to find the exit. I'm gonna cast spike growth behind her and cover up the exit.
All right.
Yeah, I don't even remember where the entrance is, to be honest with you. I think you'll just have to come eat some food and then leave.
Copy. Copy.
It's not up for debate.
Copy.
We're gonna go eat. And then I'm gonna mimic her and say, "Stop talking."
Do you see? He fucking called me. He messaged me with that bullshit. That's why I'm here. That's it. That's the only reason I'm here. I was hoping to kick him in the fucking face. I still could.
Well, maybe you still could. But you won't be able to get out of here if that's the case.
I am aware of that.
So come have some dinner.
And they're standing about 6 feet apart, both facing you, arms crossed, just like you can like feel the anger coming off of them in waves.
Well, how did you guys meet as we're walking there? I just want to know.
Really? Copy. No.
Well,
This is what the plan is. Oh my gods, this is what the plan is. No, this is not what's happening.
what are you talking about?
We met as humans do meet in the world through other humans. Next question.
I was referring to how you both became a couple and then why you guys separated. So you didn't really answer my question. You just gave me a bland answer and expected me to say, "Yeah, that's a great explanation." But I need a real explanation, Miss Claudia, and you too, Joel. Feel free to speak. I know you're stunned by her beauty, but you need to speak up there, Pato.
Gloria throws a rock straight at Copy's face.
All right, I'll roll the dice.
Yeah, go ahead, roll dex for me. Dex
Dex
or athletics if you want to try to dodge it, like roll away.
Charlie, get away from that.
Plus, what is my dex save again?
Get away from that, Charlie. I gotta go.
8. Roll d20. Plus 8. That's 10.
All right,
I
so
hope you can get my AC.
you duck, but it kind of like clips you on the side of the ear.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
What the hell?
Hello? Copy? Hello? We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys now.
Okay.
Did you hit my AC?
Oh my god, sorry. I was burping really hard there. Yeah, no. So, like, it kind of clips your ear as it whizzes past, but there's no damage done. It's more of like oh, that was close.
Okay. You can just be like, whoa, come on. I never actually did anything bad to you. Why attack me?
You brought me here under false pretenses to have, what, dinner with
What are you talking
him?
about? False pretenses? All I asked you to do was come down here. It's not my fault you walked down here.
You asked me to come down here and then you told me to shut up.
That's because you were talking too much and you were also being mean.
How dare you?
How dare I? You treat everybody around here like crap. I'm not going to take it, sister.
I could fire you.
Okay.
And Joel kind of speaks up then. Technically you can't because I hired him and contract states that you cannot fire anyone that I've hired. Sorry.
Yikes. Yikes. Good job, Joel. You're a grade A.
Nope, shut up. Not the time, Copy. Not the time.
Well, hopefully get more talking to with each other at dinner. By the way, I'm taking song requests.
I'm sorry, what? You're gonna... No, you're not. Joel is, like, pulling at his collar, and he's sweating profusely. He's like, you're not staying.
Oh, no, I'm not going to stay and watch.
I don't want you here at all. I still want to leave.
No, you have to have some dinner. You gotta. I need this to happen.
I already ate.
Yeah, that's nice. You're still gonna try something.
No, I'm full. I couldn't possibly.
I want to roll an insight check to see if she's lying to me to get away.
Go for it.
God damn, I love this.
I'm so mad right now.
Roll the 20 plus what is my insight again? Plus 5. That's a 7.
Totally truthful. He is stuffed. He ate like 4 dinners as far as you're concerned.
Well, I guess you're just gonna be here for the champagne.
Nathaniel, stop running.
I'm sober.
Can't run in here. Stop.
Well, that's good to hear. That means you can get drunk.
No, I mean, like, I can't be around champagne, so probably I should leave.
No, you're not. You guys just need to talk, all right?
I really don't think we should.
I think you should. There's obviously some stress.
Oh, yes, obviously. You've been here for 8 fucking hours.
What do you expect? I live in the forest. Duh. Of course I'm going to be here for 8 hours.
And Gloria is still kind of like just trailing behind them, arms still crossed, listening to this entire conversation.
Stop running now. Here, listen to me.
Miss Gloria, Mr. Joe, look, I just wanted to help
When you run underneath,
not help you, but I wanted to see you guys at least have a smile on your face for one day. If you guys can grant me that, and not a fake one, Miss Gloria, and I'm looking at you, because you be doing some spiteful stuff, real mean stuff.
Uh-huh. Continue.
Yeah, I just want to give you guys a dinner. You don't have to eat it. There is champagne. I just need you guys to talk. And of course, I have some questions. I'm here to act as a mediator of sorts, just for a day.
And Gloria, as they come up to this little setup he has, she sits down, arms still crossed, and says, "You've set several stipulations. I'd like to clarify. Genuinely give you a smile for something that you do for me. Will be over with this?"
It has to be a genuine smile. You actually have to feel happiness.
I promise you 100%, if you take me back to the circus, this instant, you will get the most genuine smile of my lifetime.
Don't go.
I have to roll another insight on her. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
I don't believe her for a second.
Go for it.
Roll D20 plus insights plus 5. That's a 15. That's way better.
She's actually telling the truth. If you get her out of Joel's presence right now, she will give you a real smile.
Alright, so knowing that information, as we're sitting down and eating, I'm gonna be like, so why do you hate Joel so much? Because, you don't really seem like you like him too much anyway.
Yeah. I thought we were eating. Not.
We are eating.
Yes.
But I also said you guys need to talk, didn't I?
Yes.
When you first got here.
You didn't say I had to talk to you.
Well, you don't have to, but I mean...
I'm not going to.
Okay, stop talking. Hello, Joel. Why doesn't she like you?
And Joel is very slowly like sitting in his seat and he's staring at his plate and he looks really fucking uncomfortable.
Don't tell me you threw up on her on date night. That's gross.
What? No. What?
Spill the beans, man. What you did?
I don't think I did anything. It's that I didn't do And Gloria, you could hear, like, as she's like cutting through her food on the plate, she starts actually like cutting through the plate.
Awesome.
There's ceramic cracking in the background.
Tea time with copy. It's fantastic.
And Joel, hearing that, kind of just goes, I don't think it's a good time.
Not a good time.
No, really not.
What exactly? It's almost never a good time with you guys.
No, you're right. You're very correct. Nope, not a good time. Never a good time. We should just eat. Just eat. And he shoves food into his mouth.
He looks back at Gloria's plate, realizing that she cut through the plate. Are you going to eat the plate too?
If I have to.
Oh, well, it must be tasty. Let me know how that tastes after you eat it, okay? Dippy, you really...
You know what, guys? I'm like, so over it.
You're doing so good, though.
No, I hate fucking going on a date with myself. This is so fucking weird.
Oh, wow.
Date night at Dippy's.
Date night at Dippy's is about to turn violent.
She's giving us dating advice.
Did you guys force her into that?
They just shoved me into a date corner, Steven. Make them stop.
I had a dog in that fight.
That's why bards are so chaotic. I just want to sing you a song.
I take the Schultz approach.
Anal beads of love.
Dear God.
Oh man, I should have invited Mr. Kitty
Copy.
here.
Are you trying to just like, are you trying to serenade them now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Roll performance.
Rolling performance, my friend. Okay, I got you. My friend, I got you.
Charlie, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, look, you're really funny with that.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm on speaker. I'm so sorry. Not your Charlie. My Charlie. Oh my God, that sounded so mean.
It's okay. She's all right.
Performance powers activated.
First time she heard that.
It's a natural one. That's a natural.
Wow.
That's all right. If my song doesn't work, I got a backup question.
So you start trying to serenade them, but like almost immediately. What instrument do you play, by the way?
I'm using my what is that thing called? It's a lyre. It's like a little flute. I think that's what a lyre is.
Oh, okay. So it's like it's like the reverse of swallowing down the wrong pipe. Like you're trying to create air from your actual esophagus, and it just kind of sounds like.
You're using a lyre? An L-Y-R-E?
Oh, I thought he said a
lyre.
I thought he said it was
I
like a
said
flute.
a lyre. Yeah, I thought a lyre was a flute. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a lyre is a small harp.
Okay, there you go. No.
The flute bard instrument is a shawm.
Yeah, I do have
If you want
a
the
lyre
flute
though.
one, you can change it.
It sounds like bagpipe.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay, so it kind of sounds like you just like threw up into a flute.
Oh shit. Well, it looks like I'm not performing well today. Hey, Joel, I have a question.
Joel is staring at him because he just heard this noise, and now like all of a sudden everything's apparently normal, and he's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, kinda. I think I'll just try my music again later. But I do have a question for you. Do you miss hitting that?
I'm sorry, what? Oh my god.
Do you
No,
miss
I heard you the first time.
hitting that?
No, please. Oh my god.
Was it good? Did you make lots of love?
Copy, I am begging you to please shut the fuck up.
Gloria, did you like it? Was he good enough?
I mean, he was big enough.
Oh,
Oh my god, both of you, please stop. Please stop.
damn. Well, she's definitely truthful about that. I mean,
I don't want to have this conversation, and I don't want to eat anymore. I don't want to be here. I've lost my appetite, and everything is oddly overly sexual, and I'm uncomfortable, and I would like to go away.
Gloria, the size queen.
all right. So Joel won't answer the question, and Gloria wants to leave. And this is Kabi just talking amongst them. So there was a relationship. I don't know why it ended. It's kind of sad. You guys seem like you would have perfect chemistry, even though Gloria, I don't know, for some reason hates you, and you're just too scared to talk because who knows why. But I guess my next question would be is, dog, I got you, bro. Gloria, do you miss hitting that?
Wait, who is he asking?
He's asking Gloria if she misses it.
Oh, Gloria, unlike Joel, is so totally down to talk about this bullshit. And she kind of puts her elbows on the table and crosses her fingers together and rests her chin on her hands. And she's like, oh, let's skip the sex part, right? And talk about why he broke up with me.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Why did you break up with him?
It really is, isn't it? Oh, I like you. You're a stupid little bird, but you're kind of smart.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Joel is like half choking on food. He just can't stop eating. He doesn't want to talk anymore.
Come on, Joel. Do it for me. I'll let you guys go. You guys need to talk about this, man.
Oh, no. We've already talked. That's why we don't talk.
And that's the problem.
Oh, sweet little birdman. What do you know about this, Circus? About what happened here? What's going on?
I don't know anything
You're a new
about.
guy. You've only been here a few hours. Like, what have you been told?
I've been told that you used to be a couple, you and Miss Gloria, and for some odd reason you're not together anymore. I simply just wanted to know what the deal was, and you're. I mean, you're not backed into a corner. You're just not talking. Miss Gloria, however, she's willing to talk about it.
Oh, no, you're talking to Gloria right now. Joel has a mouthful of food.
Oh, I was talking to Gloria. Oh, she is talking to me. Well, I simply just wanted to know your love story. I wanted to know what the happiness
honey,
was about.
darling. Oh, you sweet, sweet little birdman. No, it's not a love story. It's a fuck story, and it ends badly. That's where we're at.
Okay, so why not elaborate? Why did you leave, Joel?
Mouthful of food and shoving more in every second to avoid speaking.
All right. Let me see something real quick.
This is his avoidance technique, which is why he had to lose a lot of weight last year.
So you're a chubby man, huh?
Oh, it's not so much chubby. It just goes to his ass and it looks stupid.
I'm gonna mimic that meme. Oh, so he got a dumpy, or he had a dumpy.
That dump truck ass.
Back that dump truck of an ass right to my
I
house.
knew Dog would appreciate it. Joel's got that big ass booty sometimes.
He's a bitch.
He's a thick bitch. Yeah, so Joel's stuffing his face with food in every attempt not to take part in this conversation. But Gloria is spilling all the tea.
So I mean, so Joe left you. What did you do after that? I'm guessing that's when you started hating him, right?
It's not really fair, right, to say that I hate him or that he hates me. It's more fair to say that we hate our parents for doing it in the first place. We had to break up. He just was the one who did it first.
So, so your parents forced you into marriage?
Oh, no, you know what's happening here, right? Like, you said you were told about the rules and something, whatever, the game. Do you understand what the circus is?
No, not really.
Great, awesome. I'm not going to explain it to you, but long story short, we were adopted from the same orphanage. We were already dating at that point, but we were adopted by separate families, and it turns out that those quote-unquote families are the benefactors of this very circus. No relationships. Rule number 1.
Oh. So it was a restriction by. That's unfortunate.
How do you spell it?
Unfortunate indeed.
Yeah. What's the first letter?
What did you say? Dippy, you said something at the end?
What's the next letter?
Oh,
R.
Gloria just said, unfortunate indeed.
Yes. So the circus restricts relationships. Why is that? I see people outside all the time. They're, couples.
Oh, no, darling. Oh, you sweet thing. No. We were... It is difficult once you sit down and try to explain it.
Charlie, get down.
We
What's
came
the
from
point,
the
though?
same
Don't lean the back down.
of candidates. We were both chosen. We happened to be dating at the time. But that is not how the game works.
Oh, you're talking about Mr. A and Mr. H's game, right?
Oh, yes. What other game would I be talking about?
I don't know, a game of chess? No.
I don't play chess.
You look smart enough. I thought you were
I am
intellectual.
smart. I don't play it anymore. I played it before and then I mastered it and it was boring.
Well, I was just trying to gauge your intellect. It seems I was right. You are very intelligent. Well, I'm glad I was able to talk with you, Miss Gloria. For once, an actual talk. Mr. Joel, I'm going to make sure next time to be accommodating for both of you. I can see the uncomfortableness in your eyes. I don't want to trouble you any further.
Don't lean in that chair, Charlie.
Joel is all but choking on food. Like, he's steadily been just like, every time anybody kind of remotely turned their heads in his direction, he was like, oh no, I need another mouthful. I can't talk.
I turn back to Gloria and say, I can see why you left.
I'm sorry, you can see what?
I could see why it kind of wouldn't work out. You're doing all the talking, Joel's sitting there and doing nothing. It's really unfortunate. I'm sorry, Miss Gloria.
And Gloria kind of pulls her shoulders back and sits up a little bit straighter. And she waves Copy away and says, next time, give him the respect he deserves. I understand what you were doing. It was stupid. I'll deal
It
with
was
you
fun,
later.
though.
Go. Just go.
Not a lot of love.
And I'm not continuing this line of fucking conversation anymore because no players are here, thank fucking God.
Oh, everybody left? Oh. Yeah, I'll probably
wait.
just go find Miss Gwynny or something now.
I'm calling it tonight. I'm so done with this shit. You guys made me go on a date with myself and I'm so pissed off.
You are
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug, for those questions. I appreciate it.
You got it.